She is teaching privately, and she's a great presence on the online world, helping teachers teach. So she's a great inspiration to me. So let me ask you, Elizabeth, are you consciously giving instruction on breathing when you take a young beginning student and start teaching them the legato sound? We're hoping that she's typing in all the time. Okay, good, good. See, I missed that. There's things that I don't do because piano lessons are frantic sometimes in getting everything out, and so I've been missing that. Sarah, who is also a piano teacher, also teaches voice, and she asked a question. She has some students who are very tense when they come for their vocal lesson. She was curious. One of her students actually would sometimes come to her vocal lesson after she had been running. So she's a runner, and she was able to relax so much better after that running. And her point was, I can't ask her to run a mile before she comes to her voice lessons. What could I do to make that, replicate that, get that relaxation?
Well, apparently, obviously, not apparently, when she's been running, she has really gotten her respiratory system in top gear. And so then the need of the body to exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide is really balanced well. And whereas sometimes when we get up and we're still half asleep, we don't have that need for that constant balance between the gases. So she's making use of that now in her singing as well. There is, however, a danger with doing too much exercise, and we find that the aerobic exercise for the dancer, singer, actor combination can be a problem, because the movement of the vocal cords in and out has to be the gesture is much bigger when you're exercising big time. And then to come together and make a sound, they sometimes adduct, as we said, or press their vocal folds together, because the range of movement is so much bigger. And so they kind of slam their vocal folds together because they're very much deeply breathing. And so they have to be cautious that they don't overpress their vocal folds or slam them together too much.
Okay.
But the breathing cycle business and coordinating that with the singing, I think, would be very, very good after exercise.
So you would say, let's do some breathing together before they ever start singing?
Yeah, and in that case, you might want to slow down the breathing and be just a little bit more gradual in terms of now creating longer phrases instead of that, because that's only good for a few staccato notes. But now you want to slow the breathing down so that they can have a longer phrase.
Okay. All right. Let's see. That's kind of the extent of my questions. I wanted you to know a little bit about what my brother Ingo Titze has written. He writes lots of articles. He has written many syllabi books on the science of the voice. And one of my favorites is this book, which is written for the layman, understanding how the voice functions and works in simple terms so we can understand that. And I happen to have one that I'm going to use as a giveaway on my blog. So if you want to connect to my blog on Wednesday,